Hello and welcome to the INCANTO dress tutorial. We are going to start by stitching the bias tape on the keyhole, but first we're going to prepare it, to fold it. So we're going to fold it, you can fold it in half and then again, okay, in quarters. I'm going to use this. This is a frame, I don't know how it's called. I'm going to use this, or you can purchase directly bias tape of the same color or another color as you prefer. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, here it is. Now we're going to stitch into the crease. Now mark the center of the keyhole. You need this central front central piece. Here is the center and also the half of the bias tape. Now place the bias tape on the wrong side of the dress, of the front piece. You see, and you start here and stitch it in the crease till the center of the bias tape and center of the dress. Okay, here. You will have to slightly pull. The best thing is to match the half of the bias tape and the center of the front piece and now start to stitch. So you're sure you're going to distribute this evenly. Okay, now with one hand, I only have one hand available. With one hand, you use both hands and you stitch into the crease all around. Since this part is curved, you will have to, move this one to follow the curve, or you're going to straighten this one below. So stitch through from the beginning to the end, and now trim a little bit here all around. It's easier to stitch the other side. Now, following the crease, fold the crease, and then again fold here, okay? And pin. You want to just to cover the stitching with the fold, just right 1 millimeter below, okay? If you go too much, then it's not going to look very well on the wrong side. Okay, so just fold and cover the crease, fold and cover the stitching. Okay, all around, pin and baste. Maybe it's better to baste, okay? And then we're going to stitch. Okay, now put a piece of fabric under the pressing foot so it stays in balance. Okay, it's easier to stitch, so it doesn't it doesn't block when it needs to start. And now you see here it is, just over the stitching. Now you should, I have this special foot for my industrial machine. If you don't, you just need to stay as near as possible to the edge, but without going over, okay? Okay, this is what I mean, stay near the edge, you see? 1-2 millimeters all around. As I said, here the basting would help a lot. This thing you're doing on the right side of the dress. Okay, we started from the wrong side and now we are top stitching on the right side. Okay, now press. This is not good. This means that the bias tape is too short, so, and that I didn't distribute it evenly. It should look this, it's acceptable. This is not. Okay, this is just for you, so you know what results to look for. Okay, now we're going to apply the lace. Before we stitch the lace, baste these two parts here together, just a little bit of stitching to baste to keep this in place. Here it is, the stitching. Now we're going to stitch the lace. So take the lace part, insert, and put it on the wrong side. And then we're going to, you can baste all around, or you can pin, and then we're going to stitch. Okay, here it is. I basted I know I pinned it. Now we're going to stitch into the same stitching we did here on the bias tape. All around we're going to stitch again inside. This is what I mean. I'm stitching again in the same stitching and removing the pins as I go. So from the start to the finish.